back to this week's episode. So in this week's episode we will be stepping away from the Mark 1 content for a bit, and we're going to be bringing you some 135i content. We fitted coilovers for Wade's car a few months back. I made a video on that, and then Matthew booked his car in for me and my dad to fit it today for his car. He got him a set of ARC coilovers, so we will be fitting that for him today. We don't really fit coilovers for BMWs. We do it for all your VWs, but we're not really into the BMW, especially the 135, because it is quite a big job. But we're doing it for Matthew because obviously it's a friend, so we're doing it for him. He has dropped his car off, so I'm going to show you what we're working with today. This is the before. It isn't that high actually, it is quite low. I think it's like 2 finger gap in the rear and the front. Yeah, basically a 2 finger gap here, and then I think the exact same in the front. It's a 2 finger gap. Yo Matthew, you could have cleaned your car. But yeah, this is what it looks like before. And then this is the kit. Comes with the adjusters as well, and then you had to buy, I think you bought the drop links separately. You need the new drop links for this one because the original will be too long. So this comes separately if I'm not mistaken. I know for Wade's one we had to buy it separately, but that was with the JOM. I think it is exact same with this as well. And then that's the coilovers over there. Eventually. So that took a little longer than expected. We ran into a few problems again, but I'll mention that a little bit further on in the video. Matthew picked his car up. He just needs to take it to have it washed and his alignment, and then over the weekend I'm gonna meet up with him and Wade. I'm gonna take a couple of shots of their cars and then maybe do like a comparison or just hear from them what they think of the coilovers.
Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB who we running with. Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name.
We picked up Matthew. I'm driving with Wade. Zahn is also here. She's hiding at the back. But we're on our way to town. We just took some pictures. We're gonna get Wade's opinion and Matthew's opinion on both setups, because Wade's running JOM and Matthew, we fitted the ARC. So just gonna do a comparison between the two and see what their thoughts are on the two. And then there's also a few travel stuff that we came into that I want to mention, but I'll get to that a bit later. I'm gonna get something to eat now, and then we're gonna stop, look for a couple of places to take some pictures of the two cars. Got Kieran hiding there also now. So I jumped in with Matthew. We just ate. We're not actually gonna go to a location to take pictures. We got some rolling of Matthew. He was happy with that, and then Wade just wants some rolling shots. He said he's been wanting rolling shots, so we're just gonna get some rolling shots of his in with Matthew now, and then they can speak a bit later about the experience of coilovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Far from you. Okay, yeah. How are you, go? I'll keep up with you.
We just came back now. We got some fairly decent pictures of Wade and Matthew's car. We got some nice rolling shots of their cars. I'm just gonna give you a bit of a review. Well, not a review, I'm just gonna give basically what the experience has been and the difference between the two for you guys that might have BMs and that's considering getting coilovers, then there's also two things that I want to mention. The drop links on both cars, there is actually an issue when the wheel is turned completely. With Wade's wheel it's turned to the right and Matthew's is turned to the left. There is a clip that actually knocks the drop link. It's a bracket that holds the brake lines, so that link, we did try to adjust it up, and then after a while it just comes back down again and it touches the drop link. And we did look, the drop link from the standard one is much thinner than the JOM or the aftermarket drop link, so I think that's what's causing it. But if you guys have experienced that and have got a solution for that, please let us know down in the comments below. And then the second thing is Matthew has the OEM standard 135 wheel on it, and the offset is completely out, so he had to get spaces for the front because the front was rubbing against the coilovers. We actually put his wheel on Wade's and Wade's onto his to check if it was either the fitment or if it was actually in fact the wheel, and it was, because it's scraped on Wade's as well. So if you are going to use this wheel, then it's going to rub on the coilovers, so you're going to need to get spaces for the front. And then I also wanted to show you something. Wade got a new toy. Wade, you want to tell us about your new toy?
Yeah, it's just a app kind of on the phone. It's called MHD. I'd say it's like more for performance. I think you can load like different maps on the car, almost like it's a bit similar to J4. And you can play around with a lot of different things. Look, you can add the burbles, like I know some of the guys like the burbles. You can add the burbles. It's just a whole lot of things you can do, but just on the phone it's quite convenient. It takes like 2 minutes to switch between a stock map and like a stage 2 map.
So we're just gonna show us the burble feature and launch control, how it sounds with launch control. So I'm gonna give you a couple of clips with it standard. This is on your standard map now, without the burble, and then we're gonna add the burble and then the launch control, just to show you guys how it sounds. So this is just the standard with no burble or launch control. Go Wade. So that's the standard map. Wade usually just drives around like that. We're gonna just change it now.
I just go over here. There's a whole lot of different maps. I bought the stage 2 package. I can switch between stage 2 and stage 2 plus. It gives me the option of running the normal 95 octane map or ethanol map with a boost of eth. Over here you can see the exhaust burble. You can set the duration of how long you want it. I'll put it on max for you guys, and over here also sport and base. I'll just put it on max for you guys. Aggressiveness, you can choose between these two. I'll put it on hard. And here you can set when it comes in as well. And then with the launch control over here, that's where you set the RPM. I'll put it on 3.5 for you guys. I'm not too sure what the other things are, like with the ignition coils and that. So I haven't fiddled too much over there, and then it just takes, you can see over there, it takes 2 minutes to write. And yeah, just 2 minutes and then it's done. After that you just wait about 30 seconds and it's activated.
This is with the flash, the burble on, and launch control also. I apologize for the sound of the wind. So that was the launch control. So yeah, that was it. That was just something nice I thought I'd throw in here for you guys, because that is the only modification that you've done since the last time you were on the video, no Wade?
Yes.
So you got the MHD, and that's a few features. He's not messed around completely with everything yet, but that is some of the features that he has touched into. So I just thought I'd add it in here, because like I said, every time he does a mod, I'll show you guys, do like updates of the video, and then hopefully we can get another tune eventually and we can compare the two results. I think he did, what was it, 240, 250 odd last time?
250 kilowatts and 540 newton meters, but I have a feeling it's
Slightly more.
Slightly more, yeah. Possibly like 280, 290 kilowatts now. And just over 600 torque.
So yeah, that will be something cool to see. I'll keep you guys updated with that. There's not much difference.
The JOM, I think the JOM is more stiffer. The ARC is closer to the M Sport suspension that we had, the M Sport spring.
Yeah,
It's
which is
softer.
like the standard kind of spring that comes with the
on
car.
on the M package or on
So the
Yeah.
the M spring already it's quite stiff.
Yeah.
So what we have in now at the moment, it's not that much of a difference. You feel it a lot more, but you need to also take into consideration how low the car is compared to what it was before.
And like price difference between the two, it's not that much,
It's the same price.
is it?
Yeah,
price.
same price.
But
Both
then,
both was 6.
hmm,
Both was 6,000.
6k, but then Matthew spent quite a bit extra for his
for the front spaces,
front spaces.
12.5
And you
mil
bought it
spaces.
from?
That I got from Zahir from Rainsport. I got from him. So if you're going to fit a coilover setup like this, you're gonna need front spaces to. If you have the rim
accommodate
like
for
I
that
have,
rim.
you're gonna have to get spaces to push the rims out. But yeah, the 12.5 mil it cleared, so there's no touching.
And it's not the coilover, because we put the standard wheel on my car in front. And it's the same problem with the JOM coilovers also. So it's just the offset of the standard wheel.
Yeah,
You just need to push that wheel slightly out. It's very far in.
because yeah, we thought it was the coilover, but then I tried my wheel on Wade's car and it touched.
Same
so
story.
we had to get spaces.
So basically, in conclusion, it's fairly similar. It's not
Yeah.
much of a difference between the two, no?
Not really, but if I must choose between the two, I think I'll choose ARC. For the same price, I think I'll choose ARC rather. It's a softer ride, closer to standard.
Shout out to RPA for assisting us in fitting the coilovers.
There you have it. In conclusion, Matthew and Wade, they recommend the ARC over the JOM. Same price, just the ride comfortability slightly different. But yeah, the spaces for if you're going with the wheel that Matthew's using, that is a must. And then also,
Pricey though.
yes, it is quite expensive.
pricey.
So yeah, I'm not going to mention prices, but it is quite pricey. Matthew spent quite a bit for the setup
To make it work,
to make everything work.
it was a problem.
Yo, this lighting. So in conclusion, ARC over JOM. If you are gonna attempt this, you're on your own. It is quite a hectic job. It's very labor intensive, so rather get someone to do it if you're not too clued up with what you're doing. Other than that, the car drives really nice. We're just gonna try and figure out how to sort out that drop link issue. If anybody of you knows of a solution, let us know down in the comments below. If we do come across a solution, we'll let you guys know. And yeah, that's it for this week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next week.
Yeah, peace.
Just another sunny day.